Acknowledged. On my way.
Get off my back. Heading that way.
Now what?
Base is under attack.
Okay, I can't be silly about this. Attack. Oh, okay. Not sure if achievements tie in at all with points. Oh yeah, I have to look around for a secret, don't I?
Base is under attack.
Picking up or dropping off?
Come on.
On my way.
Kill.
Heading out. Loud and clear.
Base is under attack.
Hold on.
Heading out.
Base is under attack.
In the climb. 5 by 5. ETA 1 minute. Now what? Dropping off.
Nope, just wait. How many? Come on, this way. Sure, this way.
Where's the emergency? Picking up or dropping off? Talk to me. Light here.
Okay, just die.
Under attack.
Well, hello.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Understood. Here's your stuff. Now what? Acknowledge.
Move up.
Ready for pickup?
Drop.
Dropping off. Picking up
Base
or
is under
dropping off?
attack.
I wasn't sure. Would they loop back around to here? Would they go the other way? What would they do? Guess we got the answer. Let's try that again. See if we can't do it better.
Our SCVs are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
Yes, sir. Light here. Well, hell, ready for pickup? Let's go. Job's finished. Waiting on you. Talk to me.
What the hell sound is that?
ETA 1 minute.
You scared me. Sure thing.
dropping off. Inbound.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Ready to pick up? Light flights here. Understood.
It's also actually a little concerning that these guys do have infested Terrans. Remember the guy trying to save the infested village? You know, it wasn't just the Zerg spreading random shit on things. They do have infested Terrans. So, could they've also be... Zerg can infest through infestors. They can also infest through some virus or something? Though I don't know the lore too well. Maybe it's one the same, but... Again, burning it is a sensible idea. Again, they should have been brought in on it, but burning it is the sensible idea. That's gonna have to be what happens anyway. Again, the main guy here just overreacts. It's this shtick.
If you say so.
I keep talking, thinking like, yeah, this is how the war is, and then I stop talking. And it's like, no, I think I'm wrong. I only make that realization after I've started talking, though. Of course, of course. So like, I'm not sure. Like,
Base is under attack.
I heard that.
like, could this guy have fucked up even worse than, you know, I was initially thinking? I don't know. Hey folks, I kinda butchered what I was saying there. I'll probably just dull out the audio. Let's get back into it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Waiting on you. Going in.
Kill!
Sting out.
Pull back. Pull back. Kill. They're running very low in cyclones. Yeah, this is the last one. You know why? These keep trying to suicide. The point I was butchering, that I tried to make that I've kind of butchered, was simply, you remember he was trying to save that village that had been creepified, that was somewhat infested. Could that have led to the creation of infested Terrans? As we've seen, this Zerg strain still do have that ability. They have the infestors, they send out infested Terrans. Like the guy was saying, this is what you do, you know? Could he have brought that about? Or is there, like... I can never really get how Zerg spread the stuff that twists people into an infested Terran. Because there's meant to be a virus, but then in game it's never... It's, you know, a corruptor spews eggs or taints a facility or something. You know, it's... I know it's somewhat distanced from the spreading of a virus, if you get me. So it's just, I'm not sure of the actual canon of it. But could he have fucked up even harder on the Zerg front? Huh?
If you say so.
No comment, no nothing, or did I accidentally ruin it?
Loud and clear.
Mineral field depleted.
Confirmed. Heading out. Well, hallelujah. I heard that. Will do, Command. ETA, 1 minute. On my way. Understood.
Mineral field depleted.
Jesus.
Inbound. In the pipe, 5 by 5.
Yeah, we'll drop there.
Acknowledged. Ready for pickup?
Mineral field depleted.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Where's
Take this out.
Armed and ready.
Let's go.
This better be good.
Leaving the smallest to last.
You want a piece of me, boy? Armed and ready.
After I take this one out, I think I might survey the map and see if I can't find any secrets.
Acknowledged.
Well, the secret.
Well, hallelujah. ETA, 1 minute. Waiting on you. Now what? Light flight's here. In the pipe, 5 by 5.
This ought to be good.
Up here. Attack. Drop, drop. Looks like there might be something of interest over there. Scourge nest. Yeah, you're going the fuck down.
Taking up or dropping off? Well, hallelujah. I heard that. Let's go. Inbound. If you say so. Understood. Confirmed. ETA, 1 minute. On my way. Heading out. Will do, Command. Loud and clear. Going in. In the pipe, 5 by 5. Acknowledged. I heard that. Loud and clear.
Mineral field depleted.
Understood. Acknowledged. Going in. Heading out. On my way. ETA, 1 minute. If you say so. Well, hallelujah. Let's go. In the pipe, 5 by 5. Confirmed. Inbound. Going in. ETA, 1 minute. Let's go. On my way. Will do, Command. Confirmed. In the pipe, 5 by 5. Waiting on you. Talk to me. Ready for pickup? Life flights here. Inbound. Loud and clear. Acknowledged. Well, hallelujah. Heading out. Understood. If you say so. I heard that. Understood. Going in. Will do, Command. Loud and clear. If you say so. ETA 1 minute. Confirmed. In the pipe, 5x5. Inbound. I heard that.
Do secrets have any, like, on-map icon? That would be nice.
Heading out. Let's go. Acknowledged. Where's the emergency? Ready for pickup? Well, hallelujah. Now what? Where's the emergency? If you say so. Waiting on you. Picking up or dropping off?
Yes, they do. It's right here.
Light flights here.
It's a slightly grey square. Ah. Accidental suicide.
Understood.
I should still have plenty to,
Acknowledged. Going in.
uh,
1 minute.
deal with this.
Inbound. I heard that. Let's go. Loud and clear. Here's your stop.
Oh, you never got filled.
Picking up or dropping off?
Oh,
Talk to me.
it's not considered a flying tank. It's kind of anticipating that, really.
Where's the emergency?
Actually, you know what? It's SCV day.
Dropping off. Waiting on you. Dropping off.
Got a target in mind. In gear. Oh, I'll get there.
Now what? Ready for pickup?
That actually sounded dreadful, didn't it? SCV day. Oof. There we go.
Light flights here. Heading out. Here's your stop. Well, hallelujah.
Not enough.
Hadn't intended that when I had initially started saying it. Let's hope there isn't none here at the end. Because, like, I'm broke here.
This better be good.
Loud and clear. Heading out. Well, hallelujah. Ready for pickup?
Sleepers awaken. We've yet to really see that title be explained. There's gotta be more. Maybe just a large cutscene, but... How we looking, Six? Waiting confirmation. All bases are reportedly down. We're not detecting any more Ravagers inside the caves. Good. Let's see now. Colonel, this is Rourke. Come in. I think I said caves wrong. Status report, Sergeant. The Ravagers have been cleansed from Taurus. We're detecting no further bases in the area. But there's plenty of scan shooting. We've quoted a gate by one of the Ravager hive clusters, though, requesting permission to see what's behind it. Just one moment, please. Journal's been in contact with our client. We have more information to share with you. Client? As we speculated, they were responsible for cave systems. Ravagers below the surface. They're here because of them. Is that right? Well, can we please ask them to explain themselves, and then agree to never work with them again? They've decided to meet us in person at HQ to elaborate on the situation. They're able to get here in 3 days. Wow, ain't that just perfect? And for the item we requested to obtain, it confirms, based on the client's records, that it is behind the aforementioned gate. Permission to open the gate has been granted, however. Before we do so, let me present you with this COA. COA? Bring a medevac to the extraction point. You'll be doing some. You'll be lifting some heavy weight here, and you're going to need it. Our troops are bringing in a truck transport to the cave entrance. It will take over the rest of the way through the mines. There are multiple gates like these inside the caves, all of which are under lockdown. Opening that one will in turn cancel the lockdown and open every other entry point. Small numbers of Ravagers have been reportedly locked in some of these enclosed areas. With the gates opening, they'll be set loose. You're telling me they have more Ravagers down here? A very low amount. Just wanted to give you a heads up. It's better to come prepared. Oh, whatever. We'll handle them. Alright, let's get some men stationed on every flank. Want the location of any Ravagers as soon as they're spotted. And bring me some medevacs. Go. Wonder what they're building there. It's obviously not a bunker. Either perdition turret or the other thing. Missile turret. Transport's here, sir. We're ready to extract the item. Alright, let's get to it then. Sergeant Rourke, I understand you wanted us to assist with the extraction? What impeccable timing. We need you boys to carry the heavy load to the transport. Okie dokie. Heads up everyone, we're cancelling the lockdown now. What is it? It's a crystal? Well, let's bring it in. Get to work, boys. It's about time we leave this place behind. Y'all hear that? A couple of Ravagers exiting through the open gates. Come, we'll get rid of them. Haunting sounds right there. Got me a little nervous. Copyrighted music. I can hear more on the way. Intercept them. Holy shit, run! Would be a good move for the Reaper to drown explosives. Retreat, retreat, we've raptors incoming. Ravagers. Mainly scared in case it's ends up being Metal style music. Ooh, red hound. Sergeant, an unidentified number of Ravagers are moving. We can't stay here. We need immediate assistance. Different portrait for the commando. Reports are coming in everywhere. What the hell is going on? Sergeant, we have to get out of here. That is not a very small amount. The forces I had could have taken care of him. Is the thing extracted? We just loaded it onto the ship, sir. Into the ship, sir. Right, get that thing out of here and let's leave now. Sigs, on me. Coming. More transports. We need more, damn it. Our men are gonna die in here without it. Ooh. Move, move. What happened down here, sir? Well, Ravagers, what the fuck else? Just get the thing out of here. Six, help them get that truck back to the surface. I'll stay and assist more of our people with getting safety. Roger that. Be careful. Aren't they always? Go. First officer, where's Sergeant Rourke? Colonel, sir, we have to move our forces out of the mines. Rourke requested to escort the truck out of here. He's assisting our troops inside the caves. Wait, what? What? Wait, what happened down there? Ravagers everywhere. We can inform you of the details later. More Ravagers? It can't be. Shit. Inform all our troops inside the mines. Security advisor, you stay close to us. Sure, Colonel. Oh shit, here they come. Go, goddammit. These defenses won't hold. Now, you'd have needed siege tanks. And maybe another bunker. That might be the death of Rourke there. The Colonel has issued an emergency retreat. Fall back, everyone. Leave everything we can take with us. Maryland, get as far away from the torn drone mines as possible. There's no place for anyone without a combat suit. Men, escort him out, please. Officer 6 and I will get the cargo delivered. We'll see to it, Colonel. Security advisor, stay close. Of course. My goodness, what is happening? He's right. Just what went wrong while you were down there? You have a lot to explain when Sergeant Rourke finds his way back. Now let's get this truck to HQ. If he finds his way back. He's a... after you, sir. He's a tough son of a bitch, but... that was a lot! And he was doing a solo heroic last stand. Men, lock and load. We've got Ravagers approaching. Finally, siege tanks! Colonel, no. Just get our people away from here. Are we not going to try and hold them off? Yes, but we can't. Not right now, at least. Colonel, you do not realize just how many Ravagers emerged when the gates were opened. The sheer number of days spent trying to get these bugs off planet, and it's all about to go to damn waste. The sleepers have awakened. Your orders, sir? As much as it pains me to admit it, Officer Siggs is correct. Order all men to fall back from the mines and have someone deliver this cargo to HQ. And while you're at it, let General Haley know that we need reinforcements. We're gonna allow the Ravagers to continue expanding. We'll see to it. I'm sorry, Colonel. Yes, I'm sorry too. Now Jesus, there's fucking Zerg everywhere. Shit, Colonel, we can't... no longer. What? Repeat, soldier. I think he's dead. Oh my god, listen, they're coming in there's no... They're no northern northern entrances, they're breaking through, it's time to leave. Damn it, can't get in contact with Rourke. Where is he? Oh, I maxed out points. Nice. So remember that passcodes used? You can only get that on the next mission. I get on the interlude. Apparently that's where it's you can see it or something. I think it was either the end of this mission or next mission. People were saying it was after. You can't find out to get the security room passcode till after the security room. I'm not entirely sure I'm a fan of that. Because there I was trying to rack my brain, and it's just like, I can't think of anything that would have been the passcode. Was there any hints there on? Now there's no way for you to know till later. I know it feels a little dicked over, but anyway. That seems to be Rourke. Then again, his second command may just got a promotion. Because it does have a little different color scheme, but sometimes that happens. Intermission 1. Intermissions are cinematic maps that expand on the campaign story. And this will be the end for now. Details at Partnership, Brotherhood Headquarters 3 days after the re-emergence of the Ravagers. Jeez, they re-emerged and they've fully pushed on. Rourke, ugh, it's a mess down there. Yep, Rourke bowled himself out. How do we rebuild all this? The Ravagers push through Taurus like a tide, destroying every soldier, civilian, and outpost in their way. Carpet bombings. I can hardly believe it. We're starting to make real progress against the Ravagers. How did Rourke survive? Please explain to me that. Is he a ghost? And what? And now? It's all gone to waste. All because of misguided information from the client. Wow, did I hear that right? For once, I didn't get the blame. Actually, you followed orders this time. As surprised as I am by it. I didn't know what the client was thinking, but they assured us that opening the gates would be safe. As safe as it can be handling Ravagers, I guess. And look what it resulted in. We got even more of these critters running amok everywhere. Remember back in the day when we first colonized this place? We thought we could catch a break. We evacuated with the sole purpose of avoiding the war and the Zerg, and yet both ended up finding their way to us anyway. Well, at least you're not fighting Amon. Yet. This proves to me that war is ingrained in our lives, an integral part of a society, however much we may try to prevent it. Well, it's humans for you. No, Sergeant. It doesn't have to be this way. There's no imminent threat on such a scale, and there's no signs of it. The re-emerged Ravagers is currently the largest sector-wide threat our people have faced since colonization. Mate, the first sightings were back in 2519. That was almost 12 years ago. What have we learned since then? Absolute zero. With over a decade of us just taking shit from these goddamn bugs. Oh wait, excuse me. We learned one detail: they're growing in number, and based on what Private Langford and I faced down in mines, they're also evolving to something far greater. At some point, if this keeps going, we're not going to have the tools needed to deal with them. It's a sad but honest truth. No, that's not true. We've made progress on this whole mystery. The reason we were slow to respond to initial sightings was only because we simply believed them to be stragglers from the Zerg swarm of Kapuru. But we learned through analysis that there was something more. We've begun getting closer to answers. We've people observing them, and we've learned that the client has clearly a connection with them too. Who is the client? It's only a matter of time before we get to the bottom of this. Let's hope we both of you soon. Well, we can always hope that you're right and I'm just being a pessimist. I've just heard these kinds of stories before. The Zerg never stops despite you putting in your best efforts to make it so. Engage. God, it must be hard to run that. Colonel Crowder and Sergeant Rourke, may I have your attention? Phipps. Spit it out, Phipps. The client has arrived. Your presence is requested at the meeting hall. Right. Let the general know we'll be right there. Of course, Colonel. Colonel. Well, this is a moment of truth. We'll get our money and throw him out, ceasing any future contracts with them as thanks for ruining tours. You're not the least bit interested. You're not at least interested in learning their take on this whole deal, figuring out the connection between them, the mines, and Ravagers. The Ravagers. Yeah, sure. We'll give them a minute or two to explain themselves. Then we throw them out. Let the General actually call the shots this time round. Can't tolerate any more potential conflicts emerging because of you. Gee, thanks. Jeez, you know, you may be better sending Brian Blessed as a negotiator, as a diplomat, than fucking Rourke. God, this must have taken so much time. Cool suits? Oh, this might be the third turn faction. Yeah, they are. Thank you for coming with such short notice, Greyhound Commander Calgar. Of course, General, I understand you have a lot of questions. I'll be able to answer them all in due time, but first I must ask. The Odin head on a spectre body. Can I see the crystal you retrieved from the mines? Is it in your possession? Or a ghost? Slow down now. Yes, we have it here. I do want to make it clear to you how much trouble it was retrieving it. Many details were missing from our contract. Can we agree that the initial sum that was agreed upon does not quite live up to what we've been forced to endure? General, with all respect, the agreed amount is already a substantial sum of money. I understand the... listen, how do you agree you can say goodbye to your precious little crystal? Damn it, Rourke! Seriously, someone bring in Brian Blessed. It would go over better. Not only did you purposely not share information that would have been useful to us, but it is your misinformation that resulted in the state Taurus currently finds itself in. This is your fault, and we demand compensation for the damage you have caused. Damn it, Rourke! You obnoxious loudmouth. I apologize on his behalf, Mr. Calgar. We have... You, the one in the blue cat costume. What did he just call me? We should call... What is your name and rank, soldier? Rourke. Sergeant Samuel Rourke. Sergeant, huh? What class? Major. It's a lot of fire in you, Rourke. I see it in you. I can hear it, too. In all your honesty, you've earned my respect. Very well, then. I accept. I'll increase the reward for your troubles. Consider me sorry for the problems I've caused. General Heya, your people have strong wills and strong opinions. Full faith of the Brotherhood will make quite a name for themselves. Now, let's take a look at the promised crystal, shall we? Certainly. Just this way. Follow me. How did that work? Sergeant, you really are something else. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Yes, I am the protagonist. It's really the case, to be honest. Here's your crystal, as requested. Excellent. Your men did good, General. I'm grateful for the opportunity to retrieve it for us. Oh, I'm sure it wasn't without issues, as I've already told you. In fact, I'd really appreciate if we could start talking about the details regarding this contract. There are a good number of concerns that we would like you to personally address. Yes, of course. What do you want to know? Let's start with the lack of information we've received about the operation. What's the story about the underground base hidden within the Torn Dune mines? Right, where do I begin? As you are all aware of, the Greyhound Corps prides itself in its advancements in scientific studies and R&D. So there's three factions. Ever since the emergence of Ravagers, Greyhound Department of Biological Research, the GDBR, have dedicated work to figuring out the truth behind these creatures. We've examined everything we could about them, their natural behavior, reaction to physical trauma, brain activities, physical structures, stages of growth, and everything you can think of. All of this with the attempt of learning their true motives, their mindset. What does being a Ravager entail? That's what we really want to know. While we haven't made any significant breakthroughs as yet, we've made several minor discoveries that have aided us in getting closer to unveiling the truth. I mean, no disrespect or anything. I know your scientists are considered top of the line, but I think it's a little silly wasting your time trying to learn what it means to be a Ravager. I don't think no worry happens in your brains. The Rick have always been killing and killing. What's there for you to learn? See, that's exactly something the uneducated would say. In the Greyhound Corps, we believe that everything has a purpose. We strongly believe the Ravagers seek a goal that is deeper than simply killing. Killing could simply be their purpose. Killing is not a goal. It's a method to achieve, of which to achieve said goal. The goal is something that once achieved, we'll see no further repetition. Thinking way too hard on this. I don't need you to lecture me. Despite what we may believe to be sufficient use of one's time or not, the Greyhound's Corps will be known to experiment with Zergs. This is not what we should be questioning. However, it is exactly because of this fact that we suspected your people behind the cave systems beneath the Torn Dune mines. I'm very curious to know what has brought you to Taurus in the first place. How long have you been residing here, and what resulted in you abandoning your operations? Greyhound Corps has had small-scale operations in the Quadrant for many years, several years before your people arrived here, in fact. However, we never considered a particular piece of land or rightful home, where we are like nomads in that sense. We've always been fascinated by this new sector of the galaxy and sought to explore it and unveil its many secrets. The underground mines of Taurus simply became one of our many Ravager testing grounds. Established a security system and scan shielded the area below when your people began to colonize the planet. Scan shields, that explains a lot. Couldn't understand why we were unable to detect the base hidden beneath the mines. Indeed, due to fear of having operations compromised, we try to keep ourselves concealed from unauthorized visitors. There came a point, however, when the Brotherhood's increasing control over Taurus made our operations too risky to perform in secrecy, so we abandoned it, locking old Ravager specimens inside. Probably should have killed them. See, omitting this piece of information was a considerable mistake. Knowing the amount of Ravagers hidden inside the abandoned cave systems would have allowed us to prepare for it. They lost a lot of people over that. But you lied to us about this. You told us the amount of Ravagers were low and manageable. Now Taurus is getting overwhelmed by them. Wonder how they fit in down there. How big is their complex? Yes, and for that I'm truly sorry. When we left the research base, their numbers were minor. We did not expect them to populate as much as they did. Hold on. When did you say you ceased operations down there? Oh, that must have been sometime around 25, 21, if I'm not mistaken. It had to be around the time your people expanded control of the planet. What, 10 years ago? How the hell did the Ravagers survive for so long doing fuck all? cannibalization. Intel suggests they feed off creep. They've already shown to be highly adaptive on creep. It provides them with certain nourishment, more so than other types of Zerg. Well, Zerg as a whole feed off creep. Apparently. Oh, that's just great. I understand it's not what you wish to hear, but it's the unfortunate truth. But trust in Grain How Core. You give us enough time and we'll find a way to contain this threat. So a command center with like a gas attack? You know, I'll consider simply finding out where they come from and nuking them to hell will be a more valuable option than trying to analyze what makes a Ravager a Ravager. Oh, but we already know where they come from, or at least the location of what we believe to be the largest hive cluster in the sector. Just a couple of weeks ago, we picked up signals of more Ravagers than we've ever encountered. The planet is called Namir, but believe me when I say it is not a place you want to visit. We've attempted to bring equipment there to study it further, but we simply cannot get close enough to obtain any reliable data. A surface detonation from a nuke will not be sufficient. We'd have to surface onto the planet to have any chance of destroying their underground hive clusters, which appears to be an impossibility. We'll not disclose the location of this planet, as we're better off not venturing there. What about repeated bombardments? Just collapse the world on itself. Alright then. What do we do? Sitting on our ass is not going to help us get rid of Ravagers. Firstly, we'll have to contain the contemporary Ravager threats enveloping the quadrant. Putting a halt to Ravager's advance is going to be the first step to putting an end to this. If we give them no more opportunity to spread, we can leave them cornered in the mirror, where we can take out the bulk of their forces in one strike. Planet crack? This is where the crystal comes into play. Reason to believe it can be used to win the war against Ravagers. How so? It appears to be of some rare resource with very unique properties. When our scientists initially began examining the crystals, we concluded it stored vast psionic potential. If we collect more of this resource and learn to harness its power, we may be able to create weapons and equipment that will give us the advantage we need. It's only by the Overmind Zerg were drawn to Psychers. Well, Psionics, wasn't it? I presume you've all heard of Zelnaga artifact to cleanse the Queen of Blades in the Zerg Swarm from Char in 2504, correct? Naturally, the invasion of Char is considered to be one of, if not the most important battle throughout the Second Great War. Everyone knows about it. Right, so think about this for a second. This ancient artifact was turned into a deadly weapon against a Zerg. It could absorb and redistribute energies to an incredible level. Did they really, remake that bit? Jesus. Based on what we've learned about this crystal, it stores great power. This is power that may be tapped into and released under the right circumstances. Come on now. You want to create a weapon like the Zelnaga artifact? A weapon literally crafted by the gods? Okay, I'm sorry, Gabe. I know your people have achieved great things, but I'm pretty sure this one's out of your pay grade. Well, not exactly. I'm well aware that the artifact is a technical marvel, and it's something that is incapable of being recreated, but I believe there may be ways around that. Would they know? How would I thought, given enough time and resources, there is a possibility we could emulate the effects of the artifact and achieve something on a similar yet smaller scale. You know, seeing the Zelnaga as powerful precursors rather than gods. This is a crystal is a product of the Quadrant. A powerful resource has been hidden away for many years. It's up to us to locate and extract more of it. Allow me to thank the Brotherhood once again for bringing it back into our possession. This will surely help further our research. For everyone's sake, I hope it is worth it. I guess they couldn't extract it without dragging in more attention. I'm certain it will. In fact, the retrieval crystal is so important to us. I'd like to pay you for the trouble it's caused. As a bonus. In order to do that, I do offer a potential job for you, should you be interested. Oh aye, we cannot accept any more tasks at the moment, though we'll need our full strength to handle the Ravager invasion. That's just it. We'd like you to help save your world. It's the least we can do. But it requires some extra work from both of us. Well, we're not interested, pal. You're free to take that piece of whatever with you. But after what happened, we can't trust you with another assignment. Fork. I see I left a bad impression, and believe me, I understand your frustration. However, you have to realize the need for discretion. If we informed you of our underground operations, there would have... Discretion, my ass. Look at what you've wrought. I strongly urge you to reconsider. It is in my best interest to assist the Brotherhood. I promise I'll make it worth your while. I'll offer you a generous sum for your troubles, and the Greyhound Corps will glad to continue to work alongside you, just as you worked alongside us. We really need that. The state we find ourselves in, we'll need all the help we can get. General Haley. I'm never sure how to say it. Can we talk, please? 2 minutes is all I'll ask for. Right. Excuse us for a moment, Greyhound Commander Callagher. Of course, I understand. Take a breather, everyone. We'll be ready to continue in just a moment. So much to read. So much to read. Crowder, Six, please join us as well. Oh yeah, wasn't it revealed the legacy devoid that they were gods? So, what do you need us for, Sergeant? Wouldn't they've just been seen as powerful precursors before, gods by the Protoss? Isn't it obvious? We have to talk about this business proposition of his. I'll have to ask you to reconsider this, Haley. Initially, I was skeptical as well, but Greyhound Commander Gallagher seems to be truly sorry for the consequences of his misinformation, and will do all in his power to help us get back on our feet. Are we just gonna gloss over the core issues here? Yeah, sorry, big fucking deal. We're just accepting another offer from him like that? I must say that Sergeant Rourke makes a strong point. Gallagher deliberately chose to leave out crucial information that caused us to lose many to the Ravagers. Civilians and the soldiers alike. If we were to work with potential clients, we have to make sure of what our assignment entails. Thanks, Siggs. It is a point worth noting. I am by no means pleased with the outcome here. Except another job from Greyhound Corps will have to get all the details. Can we trust Gallagher to unveil those details? I don't think he wants to risk it. Now he knows we're on the fence. This operation seems purely designed to aid us, so he remains on good terms with the Brotherhood. Excuse me? Remain on good terms? It's pretty much on the worst terms he can be. And besides, what do we care if he wants to be on good terms with the Brotherhood? He offered us one job and it went to shit. The Greyhound Corps have a history of using external services to aid their cause. The Brotherhood gives them an opportunity that they're not interested in letting go. And we need all the help we can to provide food and shelter for our people. We should not squander what little alliances we can form. So far, they've done nothing other than cause danger to our people. Yes, and therefore further contracts will focus on our safety. I've no intention of sending the Brotherhood on a suicide mission, but as it stands now, we've no information about what kind of assignment the Greyhound Corps has in mind for us. Or is it corpse? Let's get some information, show interest, and make sure there's no confusion. Then we can start considering taking them up on their offer. Fine, but no secrets this time. Naturally, have a little faith in your general, the people above all else. The people above all else. appreciate that you're voicing your opinions, all of you. It's important that we discuss these issues and come to an agreement. I know that I take your concerns very seriously. Now prepare yourselves. I'll have a chat with Calgar about this, and if he agrees to our terms, we'll begin a briefing. Just what type of assignment do you think they'll have for us? How have I now? I'll be honest with you, Six. I don't care much for keeping this alliance alive. They've treated us like shit. Whatever the case, it's Heya's orders. Not much to do about that. Could always go rogue again. Usually you disagreeing with commands doesn't stop you from doing your own thing. There's only so much one man can do, Sigs. It's not like I have any better ideas. And besides, unlike the Ravagers or the 4chan, the Greyhound Corps at least have a chance to redeem themselves and build some trust. If they actually have a reasonable way to assist us, we may be in luck here. Right. Excuse me, am I interrupting? You? Who? You? Never. We've discussed your offer for help and are interested in learning more. Great. I assure you that you will not regret this. Regretting has commenced. Alright. Right, calm down now. I haven't said we were accepting your offer, just that we're interested. I should mention that we do have a few key conditions if we are to continue our partnership. I understand. What would they be? Our safety has been compromised as a result of going into this operation unprepared. You made our people fear for their lives. We will not tolerate this. If we were to accept another job from the Greyhound Corps, there will be no secrets. You will fully debrief us and you will answer all of our questions. Do I make myself clear? As clear as day, General Haley. Based on the details of the briefing, we'll determine whether or not the risk involved to mission is too great to undertake. Finally, this system is a condition as a friendly recommendation. If we accept your offer, I would suggest that the Greyhound Corps assist us directly. The state of Taurus severely limits the forces we can dispatch to take part in the operation. We need that additional layer of security. If this operation is really designed to help out the Brotherhood situation, go that extra mile and show it, by supporting us with a squad of your own. This would also be an excellent way for you to build some trust among our people. Something that I feel you need at this moment given your reputation. Do you accept these conditions? I'll prove to you that it is in our best interest to make things right for you and your people. I'm glad we assist in the operation. Let me provide some of my best men for the job to ensure that you get the protection you deserve. We have an agreement then. If you need anything to get your briefing started, let me know. Otherwise, I'll go make preparations for you right away. I think we're good to go. I'll get the crystal delivered to our transport. Then should we right there with you? As you wish. What do you say? 10 minutes? 10 minutes it is, darling. Please, don't call me that. Be careful with that thing. We need it intact. Calgar, sir. Are we ready to depart? Not quite. Is Agent Lone Wolf inside the ship? Sure is. Should I let him know you need his attention? There's no need for that, amigo. How did the briefing go? Commandant? Commandant? We haven't started yet. There are a number of questions regarding details of the contract that have to be answered. You know how it is. It's all for the best though. Brotherhood is willing to work with us for another assignment, but on a few conditions. Which is why I wanted you to get in touch with you quickly. Let's hear it. Higher up. Ground Corps will be supporting them directly. Get in contact with base and have them assemble a squad of my best troops. Second in command, I guess. The briefing will take some time, I imagine. I expect you can get that sorted while I finish things here, right? Si. No hay problema. Thank you. Take good care of that crystal. We don't want to lose it. Vámonos. Get the crystal secured so it can be delivered back to base. Thank you so much for considering our offer. I would believe that the Brotherhood of Taurus is a noble people with a versatile set of skills. Though, throughout history, you've been dealt bad cards that you've tended to make the best of. Now it's no different, and you deserve the assistance. This operation is entirely dedicated to aiding in the Brotherhood's efforts against Ravagers, advancing directly outside these very walls. Grand Corps have a plan that may very well eliminate Ravager presence on the planet, but we will need the Brotherhood's help to make it happen. Allow me to present with you the scenario at hand. You may judge for yourselves whether or not this is an operation you wish to undertake. In the very small world of Mardum, you will find a most valuable resource. Demon Hunters. The Greyhound Corps have had scouting operations undergoing for 4 weeks now and discovered a location of a dense cluster of these resources that we would like extracted. This resource, colloquially referred to as Mardumian minerals, are containers of vast psionic potential. However, the minerals themselves can be quite unstable and difficult to extract without damaging them. We intend to extract a sufficient sample of these minerals, and we want the Brotherhood of Taurus to act as bodyguards for us as we begin the somewhat lengthy extraction process. Bodyguards against what exactly? What's the catch? Well, the Grand Corps are not the first ones to discover Mardum. Allow me to pose a question directly to our lovely General Haley. What is Brotherhood's experience with the Protoss forces inhabiting this quadrant? As far as I remember, there's 3 Terran, 3 Protoss, 3 Zerg? 2 Zerg? Protoss. We haven't been in contact with Protoss for a long time. Some road disputes with a couple mining colonies against what they call the Sense of Ire, but that's about it. Ah yes, the Descendants. Not to worry about them on Mardum. Dark Templar? However, there are other potential troubles awaiting us. Another Protoss tribe inhabits the quadrant. They're known as the Shadowhunters, very small tribe that's mostly been in hiding. That's been mostly in hiding ever since their arrival here. Literally living on the now destroyed world of Shakuras in the Kaburu sector, they now consider the world of Mardum their home, protecting with their lives. They'll likely react in force to unwanted guests. Mission is to extract sufficient cash, protecting the mining operation as it happens from the Protoss aggressors. Well, technically you're the aggressors here, but You want us to fight a Protoss tribe on their home turf? As briefly mentioned, the tribe itself is very small. Additionally, our scouting teams have reported that forces that inhabit this part of the region serve merely as a mining colony. Kyogre, I need to know what's so important about these minerals. What's in it for the Brotherhood? They'll be key to assisting the Brotherhood's efforts against the Ravagers. Once we have them in our hands, our engineers will be working on analysing properties in minerals and harnessing them to create a weapon that can drive the Ravagers back from the planet. A psionic weapon? We will, however, need time to develop this potential weapon. Until then, I will naturally have ensure that the Greyhound Corps have troops stationed on Taurus providing support and security. This is, of course, assuming that the Brotherhood chooses to undertake this mission. While the details contract may seem clear, you are requesting that the Brotherhood engage with forces beyond their understanding. If we're to take you up on this offer, we have to be sure of our enemies. Please indulge us in everything you know about these Shadowhunters. Wow, Dark Templar. Weapons, technology, combat tactics, anything that will allow the Brotherhood to prepare for their advance. I want no surprises like last time. Well, keep in mind we've only been actively investigating them for a very brief period. What I am able to reveal about them is limited to only a general overview. Doesn't matter. Let's hear it. I presume you at least have some knowledge of the Nerazim of Shakuras, correct? Naturally, but even our knowledge of them is limited. None among the United Brotherhood forces have been in direct contact with them. Most of the discernible information comes from second-hand sources, experiences. Yeah. I understand. Well, picture of all things you've heard about Nerazim people, with even more added to that. That is what the Shadowhunters are. They represent the best traits in Nerazim. The culture has long been driven by individual strength and the pursuit of knowledge. For generations, the Nerazim survived through a harsh existence, having been banished from their own homeworld to destruction of their new one. They have been forced to adapt. To be a Shadowhunter encompasses what a true Nerazim warrior really is. So as to train not only to become formidable combatants, but also free thinkers with a strong sense of cognitions. Skip the history lesson. Get on with the important stuff, which you requested. They sound pretty cool. Very well. Despite their limited numbers, do not underestimate them. Shadowhunters' combat style requires preparation utilizing both agility psionic prowess, and cloaking technology. Cloaking tech, huh? Nowhere near ideal, but we can deploy our ravens to counteract that. Nevertheless, the operation will require vastly different measures than our forces have become accustomed to by this point. And we'll bring our science vessels onto the field as well. Remember, you'll have the finest troops the Greyhound Corps have to offer, supporting you the whole way. We'll get to play as the Greyhound Corps at some stage. Seeing as we also employ the use of cloaking tech in our operations, we'll use their strengths against them. True, if we work together, I believe we'll have a considerable advantage. What's the planned departure to the planet? When is? Give us a couple of days to get our share of the forces prepped, and we'll be ready to travel together. I only need you to bring sufficient forces and the good spirits of your people. The Greyhound Corps will handle everything from the landing zone, ideal base locations, and the harvesting of the Mardumian minerals. What do you all think? You're welcome to sit this one out if you're not up to it. I'll not hold it against you. You know, always follow your orders, General. Jesus, she's like a sound wave. I trust your judgment, General. And you, Rourke? Any objections? I'm not critiquing her. Nah, it's all good. Let's get this over with so we can save Taurus from becoming a Ravager playground. Grand Commander Calgar? I was making a point earlier, but I can't remember now. Oh yeah, I was saying there's like 3 different factions. The Fist are on half of the Brother and Taurus. I accept his contract. You know, the Fist are defense specialists. I'm glad to hear it. Then I should travel back to our base of operations and assemble my troops. Not sure how this... before I leave, I do have something I want to give you. Not sure what you call the Brotherhood, but these guys are like sciencey people. I'm sure all the information we've covered must be difficult to digest. If you need a reminder of today's events, this catalog contains all the information you need. All you need is plug it into a computer, enter the password, and all data files will be available for review. Thank you. And the password? The password is 77A20, 5 digits. Should be easy to remember, right? Well, you have pen and paper now. Sounds familiar. Well, if that's all, you'll have to excuse us. We have a lot of things on the plate in preparation for the operation of our doom. As do I. Thank you for your time. I look forward to our next meeting. No, doesn't seem like it is on. I'm confusing it for something else. But yeah, they seem more tech specialists, and like that'll be representing their own things. Not sure ever how you put down these guys. They seem more like baseline terror, in a way. If they're baseline, then the others are kind of spun off from them, you know. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I would put it, or how it would be accurately put. Yeah. So if I go to multiplayer. I'll just get that achievement. 77A20. Oh. It is case sensitive. Wait, well. I misremembered it. Shit. One sec. It is 77A20. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm coming back to do it, and it's not on a new run of it. I don't know. Maybe it's been fussy. I used the old save, and the old save didn't have that achievement unlocked. So. Oh shit, I didn't get to spread the love. In peace, well I come in war. I'm counting corpses, I ain't counting score. Brothers charge, and the thugs start to swarm. But want no Zeus, I want mine. Alright, I've already read all this, and I can't get that achievement. Sylvie. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this first bit of a war story. There will be more coming. They are 8 factions as far as I remember. 3 Terran, 3 Protoss, 2 Zerg. Or is it 3 Protoss, 3 Zerg and 2 Protoss? I'll look it up. We live the Nazareth, honey, you know, we'll join the horde, yeah! Yeah, there's 3 Terrans, 3 Protoss, 2 Zerg. Okay, they have a full breakdown on the Brotherhood of Taurus, so I'll speak to it. Focuses on numbers advantage, weaker units that are easily massable, highly mobile, heavy use of basic infantry and vehicle units, great defensive options with a number of defensive structures and defense-oriented units, lack of strong and expensive late game units, highly susceptible to area of affected damage. It does get regenerative biosteel. Oh, that is nice. Factory and starport units regenerate at a rate of 0.5 per second. This increased to 1.5, an increase of 200% while their life is below 50%. Orbital drop allows Brotherhood units trained at the barracks to instantly arrive at the barracks' rally point via drop pod upon completion. And then they do a full building breakdown. And they do get an orbital command with a mule and scanner sweep. No automatic refinery though. I would imagine Greyhound Corps probably has that. And I imagine they're probably more expensive units, but good units. While the Forged Hand are defensive orientated. Heavy focus on durability, tough units with good survivability. Powerful vehicle units with a strong single target and area effect options, superb defensive options. Supply depots can be outfitted with a variety of drones for different combat scenarios. Struggles in the early mid-game due to pricey short-range infantry units. Low mobility making it difficult to maneuver across the map. Remember how the upgrades gave different side effects? Theirs gives 0.5 additional armor. Each level does. So if you get the 3 levels, they get each unit gets an additional 1.5 armor, which is nice. Armor upgrades cost 50 additional minerals and gas. Salvage can be used on all defensive weapons and return 100% of their mineral and gas values. So remember how we could break down bunkers? You can break down any defensive structure and get full money back. That's very nice. High-sec auto-tracking. Palnai Fortress, combat drones, and missile turrets gain 1 range. And forward structures gain 2 armor for reinforced frame. Greyhound Corps. Focus on chemical weapons and advanced technologies. Has access to a number of highly specialized units designed to excel in very specific scenarios. Strong usage of cloaking abilities makes them tricky to fight against if little to no detection is present. I'm gonna slur my words into slurs. Just give me a sec. Oy. I slur while entirely sober. It's so frustrating. Has weak anti-air capabilities and sieging potential. Can be difficult to play effectively because of very specialized units and the need for heavy ability usage. Oh yay! Whoop-de... Fuck. Just what I fucking need. I just mass up and just swing in like a freight train. I'm terrible. Very efficient macro game through the use of command center reactors and automated refineries. Barracks utilizes a tech reactor add-on. Accelerated construction. Their build time is ground structure build time is reduced by 15%. Choking fumes. Chemical compound that deals 2 damage a second for 4 seconds to affected enemies. Chemical mastery. Increase duration that by 4 seconds, increase of 100%. Fire suppression systems allows them to automatically repair themselves to 50% from to 50% of maximum health. Very nice. And yeah, it can. Their command center, if they're under attack, can disperse choking fumes that their units are completely immune to. It only hits enemies and ground enemies. So yeah, that's cool. So yeah, there is 10 missions to Act 1. 3 after this intermission, then another intermission, then 2 more. So, I think each, yeah, there's gonna be 8 acts, so like each, faction from the sounds of it will be getting their own act. That, or some factions are gonna double up. Yeah, maybe these Ravagers aren't going to have an act. They're just going to be something we keep trying to kill. Who knows? But anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed. We'll have to wait to see more. Who knows? Maybe by the time this comes out, there will be more. I have to get around to editing. I've been dragging my feet a little. I need to clear off my computer. I've done a fair bit of editing recently, and I've been bad about up to scheduling that in uploads and whatnot. So I need to get all that gone. Scheduled, uploaded, scheduled. Then delete what's on my computer. Then I'm good to go in doing more. So, see you again soon. Till then.